You're in danger.
We have a problem. Let's go get Britt.
General Hospital 3-week spoilers for September 8th to 26th, 2025. See Valentin Cassadine, James Patrick Stewart, Being Back, Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, Scrambling, and so much more. General Hospital spoilers. Week of September 8th, Drew's shooting investigation heats up. On Monday, we've got Ava Jerome, Maura West, telling Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey, they need to handle something right away. This could be about Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, or it could be Alexis Davis's, Nancy Lee Grahn, alibi for Drew Kane Quartermain's, Cameron Matheson's shooting. They certainly can't have the police over at Alexis's house poking around, or they're going to find Rick tied to the gurney with a ball gag in his mouth. Plus, Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna, is offered a deal on Monday, and it may be from awful double agent Colette Moreau, Mercedes Lopez Renard. Brennan is on the phone in his office Monday, upset that his agent's covers have been blown and thinks they could be dead already. Obviously, he's talking about Josslyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, and Vaughn Bryce Durfee. Meanwhile, over in Croatia, Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, jumps into action. He finds Britt Westbourne, Kelly Thibault, and wants to get her out of there, but I think she's going to have him go save Joss and Vaughn first. Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, gets with Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, and Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, and tells them that she'll be the lead on the investigation into Drew's shooting. And Max Scorpio, John J. York, will look into Judge Heron's death. Chase is with Dante, and they want to know from Anna if there's any reason to think the two attempted murder and the murder are connected, but Anna isn't quite sure. They also discuss Chase and Dante's possible conflicts of interest when it comes to the witnesses who might have seen or the perpetrators who may have shot Drew. Anna zeroes in on her likeliest suspects. Michael and Willow top suspects. Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, has a flimsy alibi with a hooker he can't find, and his car was near Drew's house because Tracy Quartermain, Jane Elliott, saw it there. Plus, Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, dipped out of work for a while and came back wet from being out in the weather for no reason. So Anna's looking at the two of them, but she may pivot if the bribery accusations about Sonny come out soon. Josslyn asks someone if this job is worth their life. Clearly, she's talking to either Vaughn or Britt. Alexis and Willow wonder where Scout Kane, Cosette Abinante, would go since she is missing from Lila's kids' camp. The answer may tie back to Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, who has sent Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, a 911 text after she ignored his other texts and calls. Molly finally calls Cody back to ask what's going on and winds up impressed by him. So I think he may know that Scout is over at the Q Mansion since she's missing from Lila's kids' camp. GH spoilers. Tuesday, September 9th, alibis, betrayals, and new romances. On Tuesday, September 9th, Alexis runs her mouth a little too much. Hopefully, she won't drop anything about the MIA Rick when she's talking to Elizabeth Weber, Rebecca Herbst, over at General Hospital. Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens-Bruning, faces a big choice. She may find some evidence implicating Michael or Sonny as the shooter. Lulu and Brennan discuss something at Bobby's diner, and I wonder if he is still Carly Corinthos Spencer's, Laura, right? Alibi, and if that alibi is legit. Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, flips the script on somebody, most likely on Jacinda, Paige Herschel, hooker, who's looking for another payday and maybe threatening to expose Portia and Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, since Drew is just shot if she comes clean about their ketamine caper. That could push them to the top of the Who Shot Drew suspect list. Also this week, Dr. Isaiah Gannon saw Andy Wilson is with Portia and he is all smiles and is enjoying this new fling with her. Britt's time is almost up. It looks like she is in danger and is going to have to run from Croatia. Michael needs some help from Curtis Ashford, Donnell Turner. And this may be help with trying to find Jacinda, since Curtis had been on her trail before. Now Michael knows that she's back in Port Charles, and she's basically his alibi for Drew's shooting, but I don't know how credible of a witness she is, or if she would testify on his behalf. General Hospital News. Wednesday, September 10th, interrogations and confessions. On Wednesday, September 10th, we've got Lulu getting some advice from Carly, and Anna and Dante are interrogating a suspect. It could be Michael, it could be Willow. We also have Dante in Anna's office, and he's looking at Tracy's mugshot. She loathes Drew, but she also saved him by calling 911. I wonder if they're going to interrogate Tracy as well. Nina is tempted by an offer, and it could be from Jacinda. Willow pulls Chase, Josh Swickard, aside to have a word, and she may talk to him about Michael, Chad Duell. I'm trying to remember if Drew told her about the judge bribery thing. Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ollie, confides in Emma Scorpio Drake, Braden Bruner. It could be about getting back with Kai Taylor, Jens Austin Astrup, or that she and Kai were at Drew's house snooping when he was shot. Of course, Emma is no fan of Drew's. GH updates. Thursday, September 11th, shocking returns and unanswered questions. On Thursday, September 11th, Port Charles is rocked by a huge return. It looks like Britt may be back to Port Charles. Nina catches up with Lulu and fills her in. I wonder if she's going to tell her a lot of sleazy dirt about Drew to kick him while he's down, basically. Jason has questions, but someone refuses to answer them. It could be Josslyn. Lucas Jones, Van Hansis, questions Carly, and I wonder if it's about Sonny or about Drew's shooting. Something surprises Dante. Again, this could be about Britt coming back. General Hospital spoilers. Friday, September 12th, confrontations and big reveals. Friday, September 12th, Anna L. is on the defense. I wonder if DA Justine Turner, Nazanin contractor, is accusing her of not looking closely enough at Sonny in this attempted murder investigation. Sonny tells someone about his plan. It could be Jason, it could be Michael. Elizabeth warns Lucas to be careful. And I wonder if it's about what's going on with Carly. Brennan demands answers, and it could be from Colette or from Vaughn and Joss after they are back from Croatia. Lulu and Dante deliver huge news, and I wonder if they're going to tell Rocco Falseroni, Finn Franciscar, that Britt is alive. GH Fall Preview. September 15th and beyond, returns, romance, and Cassadine chaos. Let's talk about September 15th through the 19th and the weeks beyond into October. Lulu is going to keep working on her stories, and this has to do with looking into Drew's shooting and other big stories in town. It might be difficult for Lulu if she has to expose someone she cares about. Britt has to readjust to being back in Port Charles and not being dead, and what's going on with her Huntingtons now that she's left the mystery boss who may be following her soon because Ryan Pavey is back as Nathan West. He's going to be back in Port Charles in just a few weeks. Brennan has to deal with Colette, who has betrayed him, and the WSB, and she almost got Joss and Vaughn killed. So, is Brennan going to toss her in Steinmauer, or is he just going to have a bullet put in her and toss her in the harbor? Joss and Vaughn have to rehash everything that happened, and of course, they slept together.